This video introduces the first volume of the work New Paradigms in Physics by the author Gabriel Barceló and can be better known and acquired in Amazon. In the first chapter, A Forgotten Physics posed initial doubts and dynamic conjectures that the professor Miguel Catalán elicited in the author about bodies in rotation when they are subject to new actions that generate new rotations that do not coincide or coax with the exciting ones. In Chapter 1, Theory of Relativity, the coherence of the results obtained with Einstein theories are confirmed. In this chapter, the concept of rotation in Einsteinian thought is analyzed. In Chapter 2, Classical Mechanics review the concepts and postulates necessary for the development of this research project. We would like to emphasize the importance of Chapter 3 of the 3D experimental test. It describes the empirical tests and verifications carried out in order to confirm the new dynamic hypothesis that had been conceived. In Chapter 4, reinterpretation of the behavior of the bodies, the hypotheses are reiterated in initial dynamics confirmed by these tests. The conceptual generalization in these results to bodies in space is proposed, endowed with angular momentum and subject to multiple rotational excitations. In classical mechanics, it has been defined as gyroscopic moment, what is called here moment of dynamic interaction, in order to be able to incorporate this notion into the conceptual structure of a new dynamic coherent rotational. In the last chapter, General Theory of Mechanics, the mathematical formulation of the theory is proposed, and also a qualitative model to store and structure the mechanical knowledge of the rigid solid, suggesting a conceptual structure which serves as a framework for all types of mechanical knowledge of the rigid, organized, and structured according to a unified criterion for a better global understanding, avoiding the incorporation of fictitious or non-real concepts to describe the observed manifestations.
This is not a conjuring trick, this is a fact of science.
Or preventing the incorporation on structure or apparently anomalous phenomenon as illogically it has been done in the classical mechanics, this being the case of the fictitious forces or that of gyroscopic phenomena. Precisely that is the main object of the work and of that chapter in particular. The proposed rotational dynamics is based on the principles of conservation of measurable quantities, the notion of quantity, total mass, and total energy, and in these concepts, dynamic interactions, coupling speeds, rotational inertial, and rotation constant.